Well, we're back at our friend the Manzanita bush, and this time I'm collecting the red ripe berries. This is what they look like right here. Now these definitely have a sweeter flavor than the green ones, a lot more sugary, and they taste like a ripe red apple. Alright, so there we go. Out on the rim again, collecting Manzanita berries. This time I collected the red ripe berries, and I'll figure out what I'm going to make with them this time. Maybe I'll try to make the cider again with these to see if it makes a sweeter, well, obviously it's going to make a redder cider, so I'm interested to see the difference. I also have some Manzanita leaves, which supposedly you can make a tincture out of that, and it's good for headaches, so I'm going to try that too. Well, we're back at the cabin, and we have our red Manzanita berries, red ripe Manzanita berries, and I'm going to attempt to make a red Manzanita berry cider. Now this is a follow-up video to the last video I made, which we made a cider with the green Manzanita berries, and if you haven't seen that video yet, I will put a link to that at the end of this video. So today we're going to have a little bit of a different procedure. Now these are mostly dry. They're still a little bit moist, but they're mostly dry. So I'm going to clean these up, and I'm going to put them in the mortar and pestle, and I'm going to grind them up, and then I'm going to put boiling water over them, let that boiling water cool down, and then we're going to put it in the fridge, and then we'll let that sit overnight, and then tomorrow we will strain it out, and then we'll try it out. So let's see what happens. Alright, so I cleaned up the best I could these red Manzanita berries. They're very, very sticky, and it's hard to get all the stems and everything out of there, so I got the majority of the stems off of them, but there's still some stems in here. I did end up putting them in water, which I wasn't going to do, trying to clean them up a little bit and get some of that stickiness off, because I still do want to put them in this mortar and pestle and smash them up a little bit before we put them in the boiling water. So we did end up with a cup of berries, so I'm going to use the ratio of 1 to 3 this time, so I'm going to do 3 cups of water. Alright, so I have all my ground Manzanita berries, the red ones, and amazingly, it still smells like apples. It's just amazing. It smells like dried apples. You know, when you buy a bag of dried apples at the store and you open up the bag and there's that smell of dried apples, that's exactly what this smells like. It still amazes me how much the Manzanita, which is Spanish for little apple, tastes like apples. Go figure, right? So now we're just waiting for our water to come up to a boil, and then I'm going to put these in. Okay, so our water is boiling. This is our 3 cups of water, and I have our 1 cup of Manzanita berries. And I'm just going to take this off of the stove and put it aside. Okay, it's the next day. We're ready to check our red Manzanita cider. So if you remember, last night we crushed the red Manzanita berries, we put them into boiling water, and then we let that water cool, and then we put it into the refrigerator, and then we let it sit in the refrigerator overnight so that it can macerate and get that flavor overnight. So now we're ready to strain out our cider and see how it tastes. So once again, I'm going to put this into this glass milk bottle so we can see the color. Well, this is the red Manzanita berries cider, and it definitely looks a lot more like apple cider. So let's put this into a glass and see how it tastes. Okay. Okay. Bottoms up. Now that really tastes like apple cider, even more so than the green one. The green one has definitely a more tart green apple flavor, like a Granny Smith, if you make a Granny Smith apple cider, which I really like a lot. And this one definitely has the same tartness, but a little bit sweeter. It has a little bit more of that rich, ripe kind of flavor, but they're both really good, and I would suggest if you have either one, it's worth doing, but try both ways. But I think the best recipe, as far as what I'm thinking right now, would be to do a combination of both the red and the green berries, and you get a little bit of that both. You get a little bit of that green apple flavor, and then the more ripe red flavor. Actually, I'm going to put some green cider in here and see how it tastes. Okay, so I'm going to blend a little bit of the green Manzanita apple cider and the red Manzanita apple cider. This one is the red, and if you remember, this one was the green. I'm going to put, I guess that's about half and half. That's really good. The green Manzanita apple cider kind of has that sort of lemonade-y flavor, and then when you combine it with this, it sort of really kind of brings a little bit of those flavors into it too. So I think that's the way to go. I would mix a little bit of the green Manzanita berries and some of the red Manzanita berries, and I think it's the perfect combination. Now this has definitely been a worthwhile experiment, and I've really enjoyed the process of trying the different ways to use the Manzanita berries, and I'll definitely be doing this every year from now on. And before the season's over, I'm going to go up and collect some more so that I can make another nice big container of Manzanita cider. Really good, really refreshing. If you like this video, please please subscribe. That'll really help us a lot. If you'd like to leave a comment in the comment section, I always appreciate that, and I will respond to you soon. And I really appreciate you coming along and following our adventures. I'll see you next time. Bye.